Welcome to Quiz 1. Today's topic is household appliances, the hidden stories behind the machines that make our everyday lives easier. Are you ready? Let's begin. Question 1. Which household appliance was invented because of a clumsy waiter? Toaster, dishwasher, vacuum cleaner, or mixer? The correct answer is B. Dishwasher. In the late 19th century, American woman Josephine Cochran was tired of her servants constantly breaking her expensive china. She came up with a machine that washed dishes with jets of hot water. Thus, the first dishwasher was born out of frustration with careless staff. Question 2. Why did horses pull the first vacuum cleaners? To power the mechanism? To transport the vacuum cleaner? To create suction? Or for advertising? The correct answer is B. To transport the vacuum cleaner. In the early 1900s, vacuum cleaners weighed more than 400 kilograms. They were pulled through the streets by horse-drawn carriages, and a hose was run into people's homes through the window. Horses were literally the delivery service of cleanliness. Question 3. Which appliance was inspired by a sewing machine? Mixer, washing machine, iron, or hairdryer? The correct answer is A. Mixer. Engineer Ralph Collis saw his wife manually stirring dough and decided to attach a whisk to an old sewing machine. The result? The first mechanical mixer, from sewing to baking in one inventive leap. Question 4. Why were the first refrigerators dangerous to health? They used toxic gas? They ran on coal? They could explode? Or they overcooled food? The correct answer is A. They used toxic gas. In the 1920s, refrigerators used gases like methyl chloride or ammonia for cooling. A leak could be deadly. Only the invention of Freon in the 1930s made refrigerators safe, though later it turned out harmful to the atmosphere. Question 5. Who invented the first iron with a thermostat? A housewife? A French fashion designer? An American engineer? Or a Russian locomotive builder? The correct answer is C. An American engineer. In the 1920s, Henry Seeley added a thermostat to the electric iron to prevent burning fabrics. Before that, iron simply overheated, turning silk into holes in seconds. Question 6. How was the first remote control created? For a TV? For a fan? For a chandelier? Or for a radio? The correct answer is D. For a radio. In 1898, Nikola Tesla demonstrated a radio-controlled boat. The idea of controlling at a distance took root, but it would take another 50 years before it reached television. Question 7. Why did early washing machines need gasoline? They had internal combustion engines? It heated the water? It lubricated the drum? Or that's a myth? The correct answer is A. They had internal combustion engines. In the 1910s, electricity was still rare, so washing machines were fitted with small gasoline engines, like miniature tractors for laundry day. Question 8. What inspired the invention of the hairdryer? The vacuum cleaner, the oven, the samovar, or the grill? The correct answer is A. The vacuum cleaner. French stylist Alexandre Ferdinand Godefroy simply redirected hot air from a vacuum cleaner through a tube to dry a client's hair. Thus, the hairdryer was born, an unexpected offspring of house cleaning. Question 9. Which came first, the refrigerator or the freezer? The correct answer is A. Refrigerator. At first, people only wanted to cool food. Freezing came later, when engineers learned to control temperatures precisely and discovered that deep cold extends the life of not just ice cream. Question 10. Why did early microwave ovens come with a warning, "Do not place near cats"? Because of radiation leakage? Because animals could hear ultrasound? It was a marketing joke? Or to prevent sensor overheating? The correct answer is A. Because of radiation leakage. The first microwaves of the 1940s really did emit stray radiation. Animals, especially cats, reacted before the machine was even on. They could feel the waves. Early home cooking was literally radiating energy. Question 11. Which device was originally used only in laboratories? Microwave oven, vacuum cleaner, electric kettle, or coffee maker? The correct answer is A. Microwave oven. Engineer Percy Spencer accidentally discovered that a radar magnetron melted a chocolate bar in his pocket. The microwave oven was thus born, a peaceful side effect of military research. Question 12. What led to the invention of refrigerated cabinets? Fear of spoiled milk? The need to store corpses? Ice cream production? Or reducing ice costs? The correct answer is B. The need to store corpses. In the 19th century, hospitals needed a way to preserve bodies before autopsy. Refrigerated chambers were invented and later adapted for food. So the morgue became the ancestor of your kitchen fridge. Question 13. Why did the first electric kettles boil water more slowly than regular ones? Weak electrical voltage? Thick metal? No thermostat? Or designers feared steam? The correct answer is A. Weak electrical voltage. In the 1890s, voltage was low and unstable. The electric kettle took nearly 15 minutes to boil, but it looked incredibly futuristic. Question 14. Who invented the first vacuum cleaner for carpets? A maid, a butler, a British engineer, or an American student? The correct answer is C. A British engineer. Hubert Booth saw someone blowing dust away with a compressor and thought, what if we did the opposite? Sucked it in. Thus, the vacuum cleaner was born, the machine that literally inhaled cleanliness. Question 15. How did the word television originate? From the inventor's name? From the Latin and Greek words for seeing afar, as a military abbreviation, or coined by journalists? The correct answer is B. From the Latin and Greek words for seeing afar. Tele in Greek means far, and visio in Latin means vision, so television literally means seeing at a distance. Originally, it referred to the transmission system, not the box in your living room. Question 16. What do a washing machine and a spaceship have in common? Centrifuge? Electric motor? Sealing system? Or button control? The correct answer is A. Centrifuge. The same centrifugal force that spins your laundry is used to train astronauts. Only the space version spins a bit faster and with fewer socks. Question 17. Why did early televisions come with lenses? To enlarge the screen? To protect the eyes? As a design feature? Or because focus was impossible otherwise? The correct answer is A. To enlarge the screen. Early TV screens were tiny, just 5 to 7 inches. A transparent lens filled with water was placed in front to magnify the picture. It was like a homemade IMAX from the 1950s. Question 18. Why were early vacuum cleaners a luxury item? They had silver cases? They required installation? They cost as much as a car? Or they needed service staff? The correct answer is C. They cost as much as a car. In the 1910s, a vacuum cleaner cost around $100, roughly the price of a Ford Model T. So a clean carpet became a symbol of wealth and status. Question 19. What was the prototype of the electric iron? A stone? A metal pan? An ironing board? Or a hammer? The correct answer is B. A metal pan. In ancient China, people used heated metal pans before electricity. They didn't just iron, they literally cooked the wrinkles out of fabric. Question 20. Who first used a hairdryer for styling rather than drying? Hairdressers, housewives, movie stars, or men after shaving? The correct answer is C. Movie stars. Hollywood actresses noticed that warm air helped shape their curls. The hairdryer became a tool of glamour rather than a simple blower. Question 21. Why did 1960s refrigerator ads show children inside them? To show safety? To demonstrate capacity? It was a joke? Or there were no advertising rules? The correct answer is B. To demonstrate capacity. Ads proudly showed a child sitting inside the fridge. Look how spacious! Only later did regulators step in. Kids actually began getting trapped inside real ones. Question 22. What inspired the invention of the coffee maker? A lab percolator, a steam locomotive, a samovar, or a geyser? The correct answer is D. A geyser. Luigi Bialetti watched a geyser erupt in Italy and created a coffee pot where water under pressure rises through the coffee grounds. A natural eruption of caffeine. Question 23. Which household device appeared in the USSR before the USA? Electric samovar, refrigerator, vacuum cleaner, or washing machine with spin cycle? The correct answer is A. Electric samovar. Electric samovars were produced in Tula as early as the 1910s, while Americans were still boiling tea on gas stoves. Russia, trendsetter of tea technology. Question 24. Why did early washing machines often break down? Women overloaded them? They lacked fuses? Unstable electricity? Or the metal body rusted? The correct answer is D. The metal body rusted. The bodies were made of ordinary iron. After a few washes, rust appeared and laundry came out not white, but in hardcore style. Question 25. Why did vacuum cleaners get a built-in light? For aesthetics? To show clogging? To see dust under the bed? Or to show power level? The correct answer is C. To see dust under the bed. In the 1950s, manufacturers added a small light so users could see under furniture. Simple, but genius. Marketing literally shining in the dark. Question 26. Which household device actually saved its inventor's life? Refrigerator, hairdryer, microwave oven, or iron? The correct answer is C. Microwave oven. Percy Spencer, the man who discovered microwave heating, stood near an active radar magnetron. His chocolate bar melted, but thankfully he didn't. That's how he realized microwaves could be safely used. Question 27. Why were the first TVS sold without sound? There were no speakers? Radio was considered better? Synchronizing audio and video was too hard? Or people didn't want sound? The correct answer is C. Synchronizing audio and video was too hard. Transmitting picture and sound simultaneously was too complex at first. Early broadcasts were silent, like cinema, but at home. Question 28. Why were the first irons heated with charcoal? There was no electricity? It provided even heating? It was cheaper? Or it smelled nice? The correct answer is B. It provided even heating. In the 19th century, people filled irons with hot charcoal. It kept them hot for a long time. The main challenge was not to drop the iron, or you'd get a fire and a hole in your tablecloth. That's the end of our quiz. Did you find it interesting? Which question surprised you the most? Share your thoughts and your own quiz ideas down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next episode.